For the month of November, Amy and Faraz will be taking you to the beautiful Six Senses Ziggy Bay in Oman for On The Go. We won't keep you waiting. Here's the start of their fit, fun and healthy trip.
Welcome to On The Go. Join us as we travel by land, sea and air to show you some of the coolest hotspots around. We'll go on healthy food trips, exciting adventure outings and some fun parties. Plus, we'll show you what's new and trending. So fasten your seatbelts because you're in for a ride. This week's trip is actually our first trip outside of the country and we're going to Oman. I'm really excited to be going there because I have been before and I know how beautiful a country it is. Big mountain ranges, beautiful beaches. So we have our passports at the ready and we're on the road. We set off really early to Jebel Ali to the Seawings port because for this trip we were going to be taking a seaplane. A seaplane is an aircraft with floats or skis instead of wheels, designed to land on and take off from water. It is interesting to note that riding a seaplane is part of experiencing Dubai's heritage. We got there super early and Faraz and I had time to have a cup of tea together. Faraz was saying how he felt like he had a bit of a cold coming on, so I recommended that he had some hot water with lemon and a little bit of honey, but he had a lemon and green tea, I think it was, with some mint in there just to try and help move the cold along so he wasn't feeling bad for the weekend ahead.
It's not dangerous to be on this plane, Amy?
I don't know, it might be. If something gets stuck in the propeller. So after our little tea break, Faraz and I went over to the head office of Seawings where we met Arundhati, who gave us a little bit more info about our flight and what we could expect.
You are going to be about 1,500 feet. So you are not way up there like a commercial flight, but you are really down there seeing every single building, every single alley. So you'll actually go through communities, you'll go through the old Dubai, the new Dubai.
Can we recognize people as well?
Oh,
and offices,
no.
maybe we can see.
We can't go that low. We can't go that low. No, we can't.
What are your top tips then for people that are coming here to have the best flight?
What you should do is, this seaplane tour is a must. Seaplane basically is going to transport you not by road but by a very short 55-minute flight, which otherwise would take you about 2.5 hours by road.
So we're going to be leaving off the water and
yes,
landing on the
absolutely.
water. How is that? Because I've never landed on water before.
You will, we would want you to really give your organic reaction to that.
I think
right.
more safe.
I'm so excited.
Yeah?
I can't wait.
It is. Are you scared? No, you're not. Right?
No.
Sure? Good.
Well,
Wonderful.
I think it's time for us to go
Absolutely.
catch the flight. So
Please.
shall we head down to the
Bon
port?
voyage to all of us.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Faraz and I are on the little golf buggy and we are going now to the port to go and catch our Seawings plane. The modern seaplane from Seawings is now mainly used for private charter flights as well as city tours and transfers to Fujairah, Abu Dhabi and other parts of the Emirate. I am so excited. Have you seen our plane? It's ready and waiting for us. And they've even laid out the red carpet. I can get used to this red carpet business. We were ready to board the plane, and the plane is actually quite small and only consists of 8 seats for passengers, and then there is the pilot seat and the co-pilot seat. Originally, Faraz and I were arguing over who was going to have the co-pilot seat, but in the end we decided to take the back seats, which are the premier seats, also known as the photographer seats, and this is because you've got a real panoramic view once you're up in the air. We're about to set off and I'm so excited because we've been told of all the amazing views that we're going to see, so I'm just waiting to get up into the air. When we started moving, of course, we were on the water and the plane is on these big water skis. But it was a little bit bumpy as we were hitting the waves. But then I realised that it's actually a smoother takeoff than it is on a normal commercial plane. Once we got up in the air, immediately we had these fantastic views. We were looking over like the marina, or the Palm, we saw Burj Al Arab.
This is definitely something that you should do because you see the city from a totally different perspective. It's amazing.
You just saw the whole of Dubai unfolding in front of you. As we travelled further, we saw Port Rashid as well, which is absolutely stunning, and you can see it in all its glory once you're up in the air. We saw Sharjah, and then we saw like lots of space like desert, etc. And then out of nowhere, these beautiful mountain ranges just appeared, and literally in the plane we were among the mountains. They were so close you felt like you could touch them. It was such a beautiful view. So my top tips if you're going to be travelling on a Seawings plane would most definitely to be well rested, make sure that you've had a good night's sleep before. Sometimes it can be a little bit bumpy, so you might feel a little bit nauseous, so just make sure that you're hydrated, you've had a light meal before you fly, and I'm sure you'll be able to enjoy it with those magnificent views. It really is a VIP treatment. As we were coming into land, both Faraz and I were giving each other like little looks because we were both not sure what to expect. We landed and it was almost, if I'd have had my eyes closed, I wouldn't have realised that we've landed. It was really smooth, and the sound of the water as you hit it was like a whoosh, and then we just glided in right onto the beach, where we were helped with a little bridge to get onto land. It was amazing.
Hi!
So we've just had a 55-minute flight from the Seawings port in Jebel Ali to here, Fujairah, and now we're going to take a drive in this 4x4 to the resort itself, which is going to take about another hour. How did you find the landing?
The landing was the best landing I've ever landed in my life. The water like shh.
Yeah, that was so nice. Before we hit the road, Faraz and I were a little bit hungry, so we decided to take opportunity of a local cafeteria where we had some pineapple juice, some oranges, some sandwiches, and some banana as well. So trying to still maintain our healthy diet.
This is a fresh orange and fresh lemon because it helps a lot. I have a small issue with my voice. This is on TV now.
It was really nice just to meet some of the locals. They thought I was Shakira, which I was quite happy with. Good person to be associated with.
Are you
Shakira?
Shakira? Yeah, I'm Shakira. Wherever, whenever.
So, Mr. Cameraman, did you enjoy the flight?
Yes.
Yes? Good. And are you excited to see the resort? Good. Well, let's get on the road. Oman is a nation in the Arabian Peninsula. It has terrain encompassing deserts, riverbed oases and long coastlines on the Arabian Sea and Gulf of Oman. Oman shares land borders with other countries including the UAE. So, to be able to pass, all visitors are required to send a passport copy a minimum of 3 days prior to their arrival to obtain a border pass to cross the UAE-Oman checkpoint. For UAE residents, a passport and UAE resident visa copy are needed as stated in the regulation of UAE-Oman border. The capital of Oman is Muscat, but for our trip, we are heading to the northern Musandam Peninsula, to the Six Senses Ziggy Bay Resort. We were just greeted by this massive gate area, which is actually the beginning of the resort. So we've just come through the main gates and we are now on a very windy road up the mountainside to get to the resort. As you're climbing, there is just a clearing in the mountains and you have this incredible view of the cove area where the hotel is situated, and you're just surrounded by mountains, and in front of you is an absolutely stunning sea view. As usual, Faraz and I jumped out with cameras and had it as a photographic opportunity. So we stayed there for about 5 minutes taking photos, just taking in the view, and then we headed back into the cars down the other side of the mountain to the resort itself. The Six Senses Ziggy Bay Resort is quite spectacular, with dramatic mountains on one side and 1.6 kilometre sandy beach on the other. We were greeted with a lovely welcome drink, which was a healthy date smoothie. That is so good.
Oh wow. Ziggy Bay, Ziggy Bar, Ziggy No. Everything Ziggy Ziggy. You know what is that for? You can drink water from this. Ah. That's what I meant.
So this is our beautiful, very rustic villa.
We jumped on the golf buggies and we had a tour of the resort. This is one of the biggest villas on the resort. It's a 4-bedroom villa and it's also in its own separate compound. It is an award-winning resort that is well known for its wellness offerings and luxurious retreats.
How can I express this view to the people? They have to come here, right?
This is what you call paradise.
It's absolutely amazing. I just can't wait to spend the rest of the 2 days here.